Hey, I guess we're just live right now. Awesome. No
Okay, no
countdown needed.
countdown.
No. Hey, I'm Tommy Willis. This is Tom Show. Talking with Lance here. Lance, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lance. I'm a man of many names now. Lance, Clarence, Oswald, Big Tiny, shit, Felix. The list goes on and on. But yes, I'm Lance, y'all.
Lance the Don is how I knew you. We met through a mutual friend, Ivan, I believe, last year sometime or earlier this year. Kind of like you collected cards, I collected cards, and then it was like Top Shot was starting to take off, and then it was just like, hey man, this Lance guy, I really like him because he seems to know a lot, and I want to learn. It's kind of how I am. I'm too poor to be in, but I'm not too poor, to learn. And so I was just like, man, this guy, and you've been there and you would help me out at like if I had a question, you'd be like, yeah, man, this is how it works. And this is Wax, this is that platform, and this is that. And then I remember you were excited about the Godzilla drop, and I was like, hell yeah. If you get a Mothra, hit me up. And then bam, you send me a Mothra. Then I was like, I'm never gonna move that NFT in my life. It's staying with me till I die. And Lance is just, I love him so much. It's like, those little acts, people don't realize that those little acts of kindness leave a lasting, strong impression. And then we just kind of been, just BSing back and forth since then. So that's kind of how I felt like we met. What's your like side of that?
Basically the same. I was gonna say it was definitely during cards. At what point I would have to say probably the end of my probably like the window shopping part of my uh card career. It was very short lived.
Yeah.
I came in obviously as the pandemic hit. That was the first time I ever like pivoted and did shit on my own and like kind of found out how to get it for myself. You know what I mean? Prior to that, it was always just work dead end job to dead end job, restaurant to restaurant, just dumb shit to dumb shit. And yeah, it just at that point in time, I was like, this is way better. It's all on me. It's all on me to do what it was, and it's I guess it's kind of hard and both of what we do because you got the at least when I came and it's I'm sorry to keep segueing.
No,
But
do it.
when I feel like when I joined the hobby, is equivalent to someone joining NFTs right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was already kind of in full circle. It was like you gotta learn on the fly. You gotta really pick who to go to, who to lean towards. And there wasn't enough of people really helping me out. It was a lot of like, all right, well, fuck it. Y'all don't want to help me. I'm still gonna find out because y'all can't tell me that y'all don't want my money or my money's not good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna find out how to do it. And obviously with that, it just came that mentality of like, yo, you gotta start teaching people that at least mean something to you. If more people come that you end up fucking with or you end up vibing with, put them on as well. But you got to start with the people that are right in front of you. Even if they don't want to hear it, like at least plant that idea in their head. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure people got sick of me. I mean, I know people got sick of me on that card side of shit when Top Shot was in full swing.
Oh, yeah.
But I had to, you know what I mean? You see it, and the knowledge that I have, I feel like it's some shit that has to be passed on. So you were definitely someone that for whatever reason we vibed, and maybe it was to do this interview, maybe that was the whole point. But
yeah,
you know maybe. What I mean? But I just had to exactly with the Wax being gasless. With the brands that we, you know what I mean, you showed interest in the Godzilla. That was nothing to me. Nothing to me in the sense of like that was nothing to me to show love. Like I didn't care who you were. If you wanted that Mothra, you were gonna get that Mothra. That was such a pivotal point in my life where if anyone was gonna listen to me, you're getting rewarded for this. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
So that's what it was. You know what I mean? It was. I'm grateful that you listened because. I mean, shit, you're in the community now, your damn self. You know what I mean? In both communities, which is something that I can't do. I can't balance the both of them. And it's just great. It's great to see, where we've come, and it's only been like literally 1 year. I mean, if you count January of 2020 until so basically going on 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And that's the thing, because I was the same way. I got into the Top Shot because cards were getting kind of crazy and people were being dicks, and you're just like, but hey, this Top Shot's cool. I can buy it. I can get this stuff. I can collect. And I was the same way. People would come and like crap on it or like not understand it. And I'd be like, hey man, what's your favorite team? And they'd be like, the Heat. And I'd be like, okay, here's a Kendrick Nunn moment. That first, before it really took off in like March or whatever, I gave away like 30, 37 moments, like a lot, because I was just like getting packs, just sending stuff out because the floor was like $3. It's what the floor is now, $2-3. But then I'd rather give you this $3 moment of your team to bring you in just so you see what I see. And if you don't like it, I don't care, you tried, and I'm proud of you for that. And I feel like the same way with like NFTs, and that's how I am now. My friends, they're the Duck Bucks. They were on the layer 1 Ethereum, whatever, and they kind of went to Polygon to do the holiday thing. They've been so kind to me, and I like them, and they're card people, they're hobby people, so it's real easy for me. And our goal was like, hey, we know so many of these hobby boomers, like let's try to get them in. And that Halloween thing, they gave out like 1,000 ducks, and a lot of them were, and I mean, like they gave away 1,000, and there was only like 1,100 minted. So they gave away. Yeah. They were like, it's Poly. They're only like $20 to buy them, but we want people to have an NFT, and we brought so many card people over, and they're like, well, and just setting them up, and to me, because that's what I can experience in the NFT hobby space. Like I said, I can't afford gas is more than I can afford for anything. You could be like, the NFT's free, just pay gas. I'm like, well, shit, I'm out. But exactly. I can help people learn and get in. And that's what I tell people, man. It's like, just learn. You don't have to like dive in, but if you know how this works now for stuff you're not that interested in, when the stuff that is interesting to come, and we'll talk about that later, hits you and it becomes mainstream or like a must-have for something for you, I mean, you're going to be right there first. You're not going to be lagging behind asking Tom in his DMs like, hey, how do I set up this MetaMask thing? You'll be already buying your band's token to get into their secret show, and hey, it's cool. Yeah. So
100%.
Tell me about the Legion Aloud. I want to know all about this.
Oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, this is really why we're here right now. And I am so happy and so proud. Like we talked about, you had to teach yourself because, some people in our hobby, the baseball card hobby, the old hobby, are just dicks. They don't want you to learn because they want to take advantage of you. Yeah. But the NFT hobby, they're the same click-ish, but there is a different vibe because it's like, hey man, I love you. Do your own research, but we're friendlier about it. It's not like I don't want to take advantage of you, but if you don't learn yourself, I'm going to take advantage of it. So at least they say it up front. So tell me what you got going on, because it's awesome, and I've been tweeting it every day since you created that account, because I want people to know, like, hey, this is our brother. He was with us for a while. He's doing this crazy thing, and to go out and do something like this. I'm sorry, I do talk a lot.
Bro, we can let this shit go for like 2 hours. I don't care.
I tweet, like, people ask me a question. I'm like, yes. You get me on TV. I'm a superstar. I'm a movie star. I'm a diva.
Let's go. Yep.
So tell me about your project.
All right. So at the roots of it all, it's going to be a weed brand. That's what we're aiming to be. It's founded by me and my brother KV. Not my blood brother, but that's my man. Just a little backstory, a little American Idol story about me and him. After high school, I had, just was the typical fuck up, didn't graduate high school. So, parents were like, fuck that, you got to go. And at that point in time, it was just like, all right, well, cool. Was not even working at the Olive Garden at that time. But, my man was like, yo, you're going to stay here. And at that time, his house was full of not only his brother and his mom, but his sister and their family of like 5, and then his older brother would come over, and then it would be so I'm feeling like fuck, like at least I got a roof over my head, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
he at least gave me that. So we go back that far. We had been kicking it prior to that. It's not like he was just like, yo, I don't know who you are, and yeah, you can stay here, but like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we had known each other for a while, but that was
Yeah.
when we kind of just clicked in. At that time, he was heavy tuned into the making music. As you guys heard from the snippet of my shit, that is a beat that he made. That's all him. And so it just started with me and him. Our relationship has just, you know what I mean, since that time has just been so crucial to me. So when I had gotten into it, obviously, when I say it, I mean NFTs. When I gotten into NFTs, I'm being more friendly, or I'm making more closer friends with the people that are already here than the people that I can speak to that live 15 minutes away. You know what I mean? Just because the ideas are just so fucking out of this world. You can't really explain this shit to someone who doesn't really understand.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
It's really hard. So I had to, so we talked. I got in like January with Top Shot, and this is probably around May-ish when I had started beginning to think about making my own project. But at the time, that's just what it was. It was just a thought of, damn, I do know how this works. Similar to how I picked up on, oh shit, I can run brakes in cars. Like, what, you're telling me all I got to do is go get the product and I can run my own brakes? Like, I don't got to fucking. So it was that type of thing. I can make my own thing, but now it's tech involved. It's a lot of money involved. It's a lot involved. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, I'm letting him know, bro, we got some shit. We got some shit to do. Like, I don't want to tell you too much about what's going on with me right now, but just know I'm gonna come back to you and we're gonna pick this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we picked it up and we just ran with it. And basically, I've been smoking weed since I was in high school. I was heavy against it when I was little. I played basketball my whole life. So I hated motherfuckers that smoked weed at one point. You know what I mean? If you're gonna smoke that shit, keep that away from me, dog. I'm on the team. You can't.
That's how I was.
That shit away from me.
All my brothers were into drugs, and I saw what they did to my parents, like, police and that. And I was like, not me, man. I'm gonna be straight edge. I'm not gonna do drugs. And then you start learning about how great pills are. I mean, this is the 90s, so I was like, hey man, this Vicodin, that ain't bad. So I was like, all right, I'll lessen my stance, like recreationally. And then it wasn't until like weed was legalized in Colorado when I was like, okay, like now I'm an asshole if I don't just try it, and come to find out, like so for edibles, especially, my friend, he's a biochemist, biology, chemistry, all that super smarty stuff. He said, Tom, the average person absorbs like 10% of an edible when they eat it. And that's why, it's so strong and concentrated. He's like, I have a feeling you're one of those people that absorbs like 30 to 40%.
Sheesh.
And I was like, well, that makes sense. Cause like I had a carrot cake and they said, eat a quarter, and I ate an eighth and I was vomiting my brains out. So I just found out, like, I call it an allergic, but it's kind of like it works too well on me.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I get way high real easy, and then I start throwing up, and people are like, it's supposed to stop you from throwing up. And I'm like, no. But then, I was just like, and then after that, once I actually did it, I'm like, this is actually better than alcohol. Like if I didn't get sick from it, like I could do a tiny bit and I'm like, okay. And kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah. Please don't take our words for it.
Seriously.
Don't take our words for it.
Well, this is why you're developing. Your body is not ready yet, and doing the drugs, it's going to interfere with that. And besides, you don't know it now. You might not know this, but if you are under 18 years of age, your life is amazing. So save the drugs for when you're older, you're fully developed, and you're in pain every day and wish you were dead. That's when you really need the drugs. And my Uncle Ray, he was a mountain man, lived in the cabins, believed in like the Indian ways. You kill an animal, use every part of it, wore deer,
Ooh.
hide and all that stuff, and beating and all that stuff. His saying was, try every drug you can and keep 2. So,
hey.
And then he also said, try every woman you want and keep 1 and eat lots of popcorn. That was his secret to life. So kids he told us this at 14 years of age. He's like, do all the drugs you can, keep 2. Moderation and handle your high. If you can't handle your high, you got to stop that drug. So, but don't do drugs. Drugs are for older people. But yeah. But then I realized, like, it's just like, it's better than alcohol. It's like, I still feel goofy and fun and happy or relaxed or chill, like buzzing does for me.
Exactly.
But then I'm not like sick or hungover and my blood sugar's not like going crazy. So it's like, hey, it's cool. So I know we took a little segue there, but I also want to ask this question since we're on the subject before we get back to your project, because this whole thing's going to tie into your project back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think like the weed culture resonates so much with the NFT community?
You know what? I'm gonna say it like this in the most nicest way possible. We're fucking lazy. You know what I mean? Like
my people.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's more to it. Because like not to be like on that weird type shit, but it was just like when I found out, just first of all with cards, just that, again, that freedom, if you will, of, bro, I don't gotta clock in to make my bread. I don't have to. And so when I felt that, I'm just like, I need that. You know what I mean? Damn, get me back on track. I'm sorry, Tom. Something popped up on my phone. What the hell was I going for? What was the question? Repeat that. I'm super sorry. I'm so I was going somewhere.
You hit a pothole.
So yeah, exactly. But you throw weed into that, right? So I was already smoking weed and I was already doing cards. Cards was a little bit of motherfucking activity when you think of going to the post office. If you're doing breaks, you got to stay up and package them shits.
Yeah, work.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's why
it was a fuckload, and I was like, bro, I can't keep doing this. Like, I like sleep too much. And so when NFTs had come in, and I was just like, yo, there's no nothing. There's no waiting for your mail. There's no, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no fucking flash sales on Instagram. There's no fucking, I'm going to do a story sale, or just none of that. It was just strictly, you know what I mean? We're making money. But then also it came to that point where it was like, again, like how you just said, like, my people, that's how it felt. And it wasn't and it's not on dickhead shit. We're not watching the floor every fucking second. We're too high for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna buy shit. At least, and again, I'm speaking personally. I'm gonna buy shit that I like.
Yeah.
Buy shit that I like. Buy shit that I believe in, regardless.
Yeah.
If I like it, if it goes to zero, I'm cool. If I don't like it and it goes to zero, I'm gonna be pissed. But guess what? It's still there. Yeah. So you go, you buy what you like and you buy whatever. But regardless, I think it is the convenience of shit being a click away, and shit most of the time we're on our phone, so it's really not even a mouse click. It's more of a fucking, I'll wake up, check my phone, oh shit, this is minting today, I'll mint it on my phone. So it's and again, man, when I talk to my friends that aren't into this shit, when I sold my 8, the first thing I did was I bought 3 gutter cats and gave my man 1. I told him, you're not staying, you're not getting in this shit. And he's now basically a figure in that community. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm taking a trip to Jersey, just to say I can take a trip to Jersey real quick. That was way back then. So I took a trip to Jersey. After that, it was like, bro, I have to put my people on. All we do is smoke weed. That's all we do. So it's like when I talk to my people who I smoke with, I'll travel a bit of distance. I grew up with them, and they're not understanding or they're not getting in. I'm just like, yo, I want to put y'all on. because it's coming from nothing but love. Whenever you see someone that does smoke weed in there, they collect NFTs. You know what I mean? All we want is motherfuckers to get in and
Oh yeah,
just join in on the community aspect of it, not so much of, you know what I mean? Because community is also paying attention to what's going on around you, not just that community. Like, you know, and that's why I love Twitter way more than I love Discord. It's not sheltered, it's not filtered, it's not directed towards one fucking thing. Like, you can make it that way, yeah, if you follow one NFT, but like more or less, those people that you follow, they're gonna be retweeting this, liking that, and then you get exposed to that type shit. You know what I mean? So I guess where I'm going is like I feel like it's a no-brainer. If you like making money, if you like investing, if you like smoking weed, and if you like, you know what I mean, like, and I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I should say it like this: if you like smoking weed, you like learning about how to invest and learning how to make money.
oh yeah.
Then this is where you got to go. Like, this is where you have to go, and that's why the first thing I tell people is make a fucking Twitter. Like, I don't care how many followers you have on IG. I don't care if you don't use Twitter. Make a Twitter.
That's what I told my artist friends. I got like I was in my buddy's wedding. You know, he's an artist. He's really good. And another friend of ours I used to work with at Target overnight. He's really good. Ro Rockle and Alva Fox, if anybody wants to look him up. I was like, guys, you just got to do a Twitter. And Jesse, my buddy Ro Rockle, he has, rock and roll, like Ro Rockle. I was like, he has a Twitter, but I was like, dude, you just got to follow some people, learn, ask some questions.
That's it.
And then follow more people, and they'll lead you to other people. But it's the Twitter. Like, yeah, you got Instagram, and it's cool, but Instagram is for safety. Like, I want to tell my story, but I don't want to learn. You know, I just want to put myself out there. Yeah,
you feel like it's all flexing. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, Twitter and Discord, unfortunately, like we've had this talk. Discord, I love it because I'm a gamer, and my guild of like 30 or 40-year-old 30 to 40 people who are 30 to 40 years old, we just play World of Warcraft in there and talk.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant for. It's not meant for the 1,000 people.
Exactly.
Like, when are we sweeping? When were you doing this?
Exactly.
And asking the same questions that are already up there. But you got to have Twitter. And I think you kind of hit on it. It's like NFTs. It's like counterculture, like, how weed was the counterculture back then. Like, it's not regulated. You're on your own pace. You're doing your own thing. And, drinking alone sucks. You're an alcoholic. Doing drugs alone, it's not fun. But you have this community of like-minded people that are, the term is overused, but it's vibe. You're vibing, you're talking this, you're learning, you're sharing ideas, and yeah, you're getting high. It's fun, So I think it's kind of like that, like, I have the freedom now, if you've made it in the NFT stuff, you're like, I have the freedom. I control my own destiny with what these NFTs are. I don't need to clock in and out. I don't listen to nobody else. I can smoke weed. I can do this. I can do that. And, I can live the life and design the life I want that's outside of the normal. And that's freaking great, man, because everybody wants to do that. Everybody in cards wants to do that. That's their goal. They might not say it, but deep down, every mother trucker on there wants to be like Midwest Box Breaks, like, hey, I quit my job, and now I just break cards a couple times a week, and that's all I do, or I write articles for this, and I, break this, and, that's kind of how people want to be. And they might not like that term. And I know you don't like this term, but since you are one of the biggest influencers in the NFT space, people want to be influencers, and it's not like, like, oh, hey, I'm pretty. Take a look at me. Here's my boobs in a can of Coke. But like, but like, listen, I have something I want to say. And that's, that was you. Like, you influenced me. And yeah, you have a lot of followers now, and, everybody loves you, and, you got the 12 different names that you go by. But back then, when you were just Lance, you influenced me because I was like, I just want to listen to this guy. I want to hear what he has to say. I want to learn about what he likes. So to me, that's what's like, when I say influencer, I'm not talking about people that are just trying to chill and make money. I'm talking about the people that generally want to make other people better, Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're helping your friends. What do you get out of that? You get your friends free. You're trying to influence them to make decisions to free themselves.
Yes.
And maybe NFTs can't free everybody, but
No.
do your research, learn, and you can free up something. Hey, maybe you don't have to work this job, or maybe you can work less hours. So
That's what. Yep.
I know we're all tangents, because we're all just going to talk. Because what else are we going to do?
Perfect.
This is just a Twitter conversation live in front of us. So
that's it.
That's kind of how I feel about it, And yeah, you are big time to me. You might not feel it, but I love you, man. And this project is awesome. And we got to go back to talk more about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. I love the conversation.
Yeah, we went off on a tangent, but we left off. You got your buddy.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about the gosh damn thing, so I'll get right to it. No, you're good. Yeah, he makes music. I'm just basically, like I told you last time we saw each other. I was basically high school failure. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding that it wasn't because I couldn't do the shit. It was just, bro, like, what the fuck am I here for? Like, what the fuck am I here for? That was basically my mentality. So, obviously with this shit, it opened up my brain again to be like, fuck, this is literally just going to be best imagination wins. Mm-hmm. Like, not best, but like, biggest, I should say. Whoever can filter out the most noise is going to win. Like, bro, you can't tell me no in this joint. Like, I can do if I put my mind to it, and if I put the right team towards it, it's gonna get done type shit in this space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's no one holding you back. Like, there's literally it's you holding you back. That's it. If you don't want to learn, that's you holding you back. If you don't want to take time to watch YouTube videos that are, this is an hour long, I'm sorry, bro. Guess who had to watch that 1 hour long video? Me. Guess who just taught you about this? Me. So, it should just be, and I'm not saying me as in Lance, but like if you were to teach someone about something, bro, it shouldn't be anything for you to watch this video, because that's what I had to watch in order to understand it.
Yep.
Maybe the way that I break it down is not the way that you need it to be broken down. So maybe the more people that say the same common kind of idea, one of them have to hit you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So regardless, with the NFT shit, my man, he listened to me, and he's a creative in his own damn self again, just being in the music, just since he was alive. So I come to him with this idea, or just telling him about NFTs and shit, just how we need to make it a weed-based joint, because obviously I smoke weed every day, and prior to him where he works, he would every day. So we were just bullshitting on FaceTime one day, and I'm getting high, and he's like, "Yo, we should just call this shit Legions Aloud," and like, there was no project before that sentence. There was nothing, but the moment I heard that shit, it was like, oh my god, because I thought of it too, because I was like, immediately I was just like, yo, that's LOL. Like, that right there is just, if you want to take it to an extent, that could be used as a great marketing tool, depending on how we can use it. That's a great marketing tool.
You just got to watch out for them League of Legends, the lawyers,
That's why I'm like LOL NFT, or also we're not. That's why that's not our official name. We are Legions of Loud, baby. And just to be lazy, we're LOL. That's it.
I had to look it up, because I'm old and white. And then I was like, what is loud? And then I look it up. It's like, the strong, great smelling, purple kush weed. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I never heard that before. Kids today, shrug. Yeah. And then I'm literally today, listening, driving my car. Little John screams out, fire out that loud, another round of shots. And I'm singing along with it. And I was like, I've known about it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I never put it together until, you know stuff, but then you don't until you're in. And that's actually a great way to describe NFTs. You think you know, but you don't know until you're in. And people say, right click save, or why do you care what your profile picture is? It's like, I don't care what my profile picture is. I care that I own a token on the blockchain that, represents that picture represents that token. And I have that ownership. And once you get it, it's like cards. It's like Top Shot. Once you get those things, you're like, okay, I get it now. Or you're just like, you know what? This isn't for me. But
Exactly.
Once you get your first couple, you either know if you're in or you're out, or if you're just whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, you just got to get in it and teaching people. So speaking of loud, we all love that loud. If we don't want to waste time with anything else, my parents used to grow that like shitty weed in the 70s in their closet.
Yeah.
But now knocks them out. I guess my dad has the same he had the same problem I did, that little sensitive to the weed.
Yeah.
Funny story, when my brother died, they found his stash, and my mom and dad were like, well, let's just get high one last time, and my brother died 2008, so 14 years ago. My dad was like 50 something, and he hit it up, and they were just laughing, having a good time, I guess. And my dad just starts puking his brains out, not because he's using that 70s weed, not that good stuff people have now. And my mom said, she's like, I felt so bad, but all I could do was lay on the bed and laugh. So yeah, if you're old and you're coming into this NFT space and you want to, feel the vibe and hit that loud, just remember, this ain't that 70s loud.
No.
Okay, so your buddy we're backtracking.
Yeah. So basically, let me see. Yeah. So he says that sentence, and immediately I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. And at that time, I was playing. I don't know if you're gonna censor this because sponsorships, but I was playing Middle Earth: Shadows of War on Xbox, and but I was playing that shit like real heavy on Xbox, and that's, for people who don't know, that's like a game based on Lord of the Rings. So it's literally nothing but the characters that are like in this project for the most part. You know what I mean? You got your knights, you got your orcs, wizards, elves, witches, and forget what the fuck else it is. Witches, elves, wizards, orcs, knights, archers. Okay, so yeah, that's all. So we got 6. Yeah, we got 6.
Shit comes out tomorrow and you don't even know what's
I'm out here like, I always get it fucked up. I always miss one, or I'll leave one out.
You're gonna miss some shit and be like, what the hell?
No, so we got those and that instantly I was like, fuck, we just have to have someone that draws that, because I don't think that anyone has done that yet. Like at that time when we were thinking of it, this was probably, like I said, probably like June. You know what I mean? Probably like June when we're thinking about it. And no one had done like witches or anything. I still don't think anyone has done multiple characters in a project. If they have, please let me know. But I don't think anyone has multiple characters. With the apes, your apes, cats, your cats. Now, granted, within those collections, they have their other shit, like the mutants, the dogs, and then you got. But I'm talking for one collection, we're gonna give you 6 different characters. You know what I mean? So that in itself was a challenge for us, because it's a lot of shit. It's not only the rarity of the whole project, but it's also the rarity of each 6 character, each character. But so basically, the whole rundown of it is we're given 7,200 NFTs total in the collection. You're going to choose from 3 legions. This will be launched probably around like 3 days after drop. Is the Claim a Legion feature on the website. So you'll go to the website and you'll claim your legion. We're going to cap the legions off at 2,400 each. That way it's an even amount for the whole project. You know what I mean? So 2,400 NFTs. So that means, Tom, if you were to buy 6, you're going to be able to claim, for each token that you have, you're going to be able to claim a legion. The way that we're going to do this, probably like year 2-ish, is have the meetups. So they're going to be quarterly, but they're also going to be exclusive. Damn, shit went out, my fault. But the way we're going to do that, the way we're going to do that is we're going to try to make it so we're going to try to make this shit really feel like a real community and break it down into little community aspects, or maybe, you know, just teams per se, you know, sports teams or whatever.
Yeah.
Because those 3 legions, Jeeb Nation, Jeeb is a so a Jeep. I'm gonna break this down for those folks. This is a Jeep. So when
the gangbang.
Yes. So you know what it is. This is the gangbang. So you put weed up at the top here, you light it up. As soon as it goes down, it's just you get really hot. Yeah. So we got Jeep Nation, and that name just came from whenever I would rip those back in the day. That's the destination that I would tell people I'm going. I'm going to Jeep Nation. So that's it's coming. It's all just coming full circle. So we got, you know, you're going to claim your Legion. But like I was saying, year 2, we're going to try to have it be exclusive. So if we're doing a Jeep Nation meetup, only people that majority chose Jeep Nation. So like, again, if you had 6 and you have 4 that are on Jeep Nation, you know, and the other 2 are just, you're gonna be chosen to be at that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And vice versa. So at the other things, at the other meetups, it's going to be the same way. So at majority Blunt Republic, and then Peace Kingdom, PIECE, not peace as in peace. You know what I'm saying? But peace, you know, like a little bong or whatever. So we're going to try to make those exclusive. And then annually, once a year, we're going to have a games, a competition type thing. Where
like Hogwarts and shit, man, the Triwizard
I would
Cup.
love to. Exactly. And we're gonna do a lot of you know, when I was explaining this to someone, they were like, you know, people kind of do these shits as like team building activities, like when they do businesses and shit like that. And I was like, it's kind of wild that we're thinking like this, because I'm not even thinking that way. Like, I'm just literally, you know, this shit sounds fun. But anyways, you know, we're gonna try to do an annual thing where we give away a lot of prizes in the real world, quote unquote, and in the metaverse, whatever metaverse is popping at the time, obviously, because there's so many popping out at once. But one of the things that we were also going to do is kind of at that time of the winning team. This is not, people that watch this later, don't quote me on this. This is something that is in the works.
Roadmaps change, man.
Exactly. And that's why we don't have one on paper. That's just for the record. We don't have one on paper, and that's not due to laziness. That's due to the fact that we just want to keep building. Yeah. I don't want to have a paper that's this long and it has this shit and we get it done in a day, and now, motherfucker, I'm off the hook. I don't got to do shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep building and keep building and keep building.
Also, it doesn't lock you in, you know? So if something comes out, technology advances, or there's a layer or something that's like, hey, man, we could do this now. You're not tied into like, oh, well, we got to drop whatever that we said we were going to. Now you're free to be like, we could adapt and evolve. So that's the terminology you got to use when you don't have a plan. It's like, we have a plan, but we also want to keep ourselves open, because this space is always evolving. Technology 100%. Is always evolving.
Yep.
What people like is always evolving. So we want to be fresh on our toes. Like, we'll tell you what we're working on, but we're not going to tell you what we're going to be working on 5 years from now, because
100%.
Who knows what the hell anyone's going to be doing 100%. In 5 years. You know, we'll tell you what our next 3 months are, but then after that, well, when we get to that 3 months, maybe we'll have something for you and we'll tell you. So you just got to remember, like, we're adapting, and, you know, we're going to be ready. We're not going to bog ourselves down to old ways of doing things, because we're always going to want to be ready for that new. So that's what I like. That's what I work for a landscaping company, and we had to put in a bid for a town, and we got the bid, but they want to go zero emission electric equipment, you know, and it's like, well, they're like, well, why don't you buy all the equipment up front? You know, like, because we told them we do 25% of our equipment every year, and then we'll have full there. And it's like, last year we priced this out for you and you turned us down, but this year the battery for the handheld equipments lasts 30% longer. And if we would have bought everything last year, we'd be 30% less effective, you know? So we want to keep, you know, like, we want to buy into a project,
Yep.
but we don't also want to be hampered by the past, you know, because
Exactly.
like you get that roadmap, you're going to be tied to something and you're going to have to do it or people are going to be pissed. But like, if you just like, you know, vocalize it like, hey, you know, things adapt and things happen. There's a lot of stuff we want to do, but we also have to make sure like we're keeping up with the trends and the technology because
Exactly.
we could push ourselves even more. Sorry,
100%.
side rant. You're gonna have a Tri-Wizard Cup, give prizes in the metaverse.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. No. It's all good. Like I said, I love these tangents, dude. This is real conversation, and that's what I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at these yeah, like I said, one of the prizes that we had thought of that I don't want people to quote. You know what I mean? This is something that is in the works. But again, I'm targeting. As much as I would love to say that I want my project to go to 1 ETH floor and I want it to be the next Bored Ape and I want it to go to 20 ETH, I would take pride in being that project that kind of sits at an affordable rate because I want the right people to get in. I want people to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I say that because my target is people like my friends that don't listen to me. My you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I want y'all to understand that this is way much more than what y'all are trying to make it to be. You know what I'm saying? So if I can do this shit, then so can y'all. So one of the things that like I said, don't quote me on this, but we're gonna try to do like say your team, your Legion won, tallied it all up, and we take that team that won, we'll take a team vote and see who wins MVP. You know what I'm saying? So whoever wins MVP or the people who win MVPs, basically, we're going to give them a chance to work with our devs, you know what I'm saying, and make their own project, create a project of their own, you know what I'm saying, and we'll cover me and my man will cover the upfront cost to get that shit up and going.
Yeah.
You pitch us an idea. Obviously, this is not going if you're pitching some bullshit, you know what I mean, because this is at the discretion of us. This will be basically sponsored by us. This is going to be a community building, basically community. We're just going to keep fucking building communities on top of fucking communities that all support each other because, you know what I mean? We're in this shit where, you know what I mean? This is where I feel like we're going to get Kanye right now. I just feel like we're in this situation where it's like we're kind of teeter-tottering on that shit where we're on that card hobby shit where it would benefit me more if I don't teach you how to do this. It would benefit me more if I don't partner with you. It would benefit me more if I don't sponsor you. It would benefit me more if I didn't retweet that. It would benefit me more if I didn't, you know what I mean, shout you out. Yeah. And that's not how it should fucking be. It should be strictly, when we talk about these projects that have low floors, that doesn't mean that they're ass. That just means that motherfucker, y'all are either A, spending too much time gambling, B, y'all just ain't looking hard enough, or C, you know, maybe it's early as shit in a roadmap. You know what I'm saying? But to me, that shit does not determine. I'm going to say for the whole anything that came out in 2021, if it's a low floor, given the devs are active and they're really vocal and they're doing their shit. But yeah, you know what I mean? There's so much room to build. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that motherfucker I'm aiming to be that. If the floor takes off, the floor takes off. We're just gonna have to find new ways to motherfucking get the shit in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get people in.
I just had an idea for you.
Yeah.
Your Tri-Wizard Cup. Sorry, the games, the house, the clan games. When you know, I know you got there's the meetup for the Denver con, and there's the tie-dye ninja thing after. So you'll be in Denver here soon. You should really hit up some of these dispensaries, and each house needs its own weed. You know what I mean? Or do you already have that?
Yeah, no.
Sounds like they can vote on what kind of weed they want. They can vote on the name of it, and then be like, "At our big party, y'all gotta smoke the G Nation."
Yep. Nope. And honestly, the strains. I don't know if anyone had caught it. My partner had tweeted this out today. That is a big thing that we are doing. Each legion will get their own strain of weed.
Right.
And I'm not. This is this is in the works. I know
Yeah.
we have multiple growers that we personally know from where we grew up, that we
Perfect.
grew up with. One's out here, my other one's out here, separate places, separate situations, separate, you know what I mean? Separate growing conditions, separate everything. But we already got this conversation. You know what I mean? We had
Oh
these conversations.
yeah,
So
yeah. You guys are
it's
way ahead of me. I'm just listening.
oh no,
Like
no, it's
I'm
cool.
not in
Yeah.
the project.
Yep.
Like guys,
Yep. Yep.
I'm not affiliated
100%.
with Lance, except you know I love him because and look at that guy. That guy is a sexy motherfucker right there. Pardon my language, but
Appreciate
if
you.
you wouldn't fucking hit that, I don't know what to say. Like
Hey, man,
you know,
appreciate you.
I have, you know, my tendencies, whatever. I've never done anything, but like I can appreciate a sexy man, and you're a sexy man. But that being
Appreciate you,
said,
Tom.
I don't
make me
know what
blush.
your project's going on, but I'm just listening, and I'm like, your ideas make sense to me so much that I can have ideas to just, you know, and I'm not like I evaluated your project and I think it's sound
Yeah. You
and
should
this
do
is
this and do that and
this
do
and that. No,
that.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
is free. Like, hey
Yep.
man, you should do this, you know? And you're
100%.
like,
Yep.
yeah, Tom, you're slow.
No,
This is what we've been building to.
like
And
I
I'm like,
said,
yeah,
yep.
you're with me. You got it. You had these
Yep.
steps months ago. And
Yep.
it's so great to hear like that, you know, like, and I've said this, like, I'm not a weed smoker. You know, I'm not, you know, when I was young, it was like my older brothers and family were into it. I was not, you know, because I didn't want it. I realize now, you know, it's not that big of a deal once you're older. If you're an adult, you know, drugs, you know, weed, it's legal where you are. Fine, do it.
100%.
You know, responsibly. Don't drive. Don't, you know, whatever. You know, legal, whatever it's legal for you to do, do it.
Yep.
But it's just nice that our NFT brains, you know, you're thinking weed, and I'm just thinking, what can you do with this NFT? And it's the same place. It's because we have these conversations, and we're not afraid to be like, "I love you, man. Have you thought about this?" Or, "Hey, that's great idea. You can do this." I'm not saving it for myself. You know,
Yep.
I'm like, "This is your project. I want you to succeed." And even if I thought of it, but you've already thought of it, it's like my brain works good.
100%. 100%. Yep. Yep.
My brain worked good like NFT man, you know,
Yep.
like hey, it makes you
We
feel
on the
happy.
same wavelength.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like
Exactly.
I had an idea, you know, that organically came, and they had an organically, you know, idea, and that just popped. So sorry to go off track.
Yep.
But
Oh no, you're cool. I was
you
gonna
got
say
your weed strains, and I was just excited because it's like this is awesome because this another tangent.
Yeah.
People only see the profile pictures. They're not seeing what's going on. And we'll briefly talk about this now and get more to it later, but move beyond the profile pics and my Twitter avatar and what utility in some crappy little, you know, game that was coded 20 years ago that you're just reskinning is going to come out. That's going to be fun. Not to shit on that stuff, but what happens when, you know, McDonald's just released a McRib NFT. What if you got one of those and every year it came out, you just showed it and you got a free fucking McRib? That's what fat guy Tom wants. Tom wants to buy a golden McRib NFT and go get a free McRib at least once a year. What if your band, what if Kanye's smart. What if Kanye's like, you got to buy a Kanye NFT and you get into my show? You get
100%.
into my weird ass Christian secret show, you know, you get to see it first, you know, before 8 months later, when the album actually comes out, you can listen to it. 100%. But no, you're in my clan because you bought my token and you get access. So this is where this is going. We're early and doing stupid stuff because we don't have what these people have.
Yes.
You know, Lance, you know, you're doing what you're doing, but you're not a movie star. You can't be like, hey, if you own Lance token, you could get a walk on my next movie, you know, or you know, like Kevin Smith, he did that. You know, he was selling tokens. He's like, for $4 million, you can own my next movie, distribution rights and all. If you just own this, if you buy this purple Jay and Silent Bob token, you get to walk on my movie. If you own the silver, you get to have a speaking role. And you're like, yeah, it's just a dumb stoner comedy, but how awesome is that utility? You know, like you might not, I love Kevin Smith, and I know a lot of people don't like him because, you know, his movies are up and down or this and that. I love stoner comedies. They're my favorite, but he's already thinking like that, you know, like he was doing Kickstarter before Kickstarter was Kickstarter, you know. So
Yeah.
he's one of those that's always thinking, and then that's when it really hit me. It's like that is something, you know. And then someone mentioned bands, you know, your music, your secret shows, those
Everything.
things are gonna happen. And if you're in like New York City or Los Angeles,
Beautiful.
and you got a band, you're gonna want to buy their NFT because
beautiful.
100% that's gonna happen. 100% some band.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna take you on a little tangent right now, because I really pride myself in being a quote unquote hipster in terms of the music that I listen to. And the way that I see that is gonna shout out one of my people, Alan Kingdom. Alan Kingdom has just recently posted a one-of-one music video. And the music video is, like I said, it's one-of-one. You buy it, you own it, that's yours. But it gets me thinking of, you know, so why are we owning this? You know, why are we going to own this? Imagine, and I always use this because, you know, I was one of these fucking people, but imagine you had one of The Weeknd's first music videos. You know what I'm saying? And you owned it back in 2010, back in 2009. At this time in 2021, what the fuck do you think that's going for? You could retire. A one of The Weeknd's music video, you're retiring. I don't care who you're retiring. So it gives you that. It's not to chase, because again, I love music. So that is that's why I say SoundCloud 87.0, SoundCloud 9.6, SoundCloud 13.4, because it's going to get to the point again where the people start to dictate what exactly the value is of music. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we're in this phase right now where streams are just running the world. Fucking labels are running the world. Agencies are running the world. They're not making shit when it all boils down to it. You got Meek Mill bitching that he's not making enough. You had I forget who was just saying that they signed away. They sold their masters and shit for like 85,000 or something like that, plus 15,000 of non-music related income. What the fuck were you doing? So we're going to eliminate all of that. You get with some devs that you trust. So again, there's probably going to take some trust, but you establish the trust with these real people in here, and it becomes a lot easier. But anyways, you do all this, and it eliminates the fucking of the middleman, or from the middleman. It just becomes like a hipster kind of like token, a hipster coin. So again, my man Alan Kingdom, he has this one-of-one. I don't want to say this on camera, but you know, like if everything goes well tomorrow, and if that Joel's still there tomorrow, I would love to, because he's someone who I listened to back in 2010. He got into a shitty deal, and hence I want to cry now that he's making NFTs, because I understand the power of he's gaining. I understand what he's doing, and the video in which that it is. You can listen to the song on I think on streaming everywhere. I forget what it's called, but it's if you go to his Twitter page, Alan Kingdom, you'll see it. But anyways, you know, it's just that he got fucked by the record, or by the record label, and now we see the power, and it's just, you know, it's empowering, and it's as much as it is an investment, it is kind of like showing your appreciation in the most, because guess what? He's getting paid now. That's not going to Def Jam. That's not going to Rock Nation. That's not going to his agent. That's going directly to him. I'll say first before anyone else. I was gonna say it's not going to his mom. It's not going to his dad. That's going to them first. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to them to decide what they do with it at that point. But just the fact that we're entering that, it gets you going. Here goes another one too. Just the video games in itself. I tried to have that conversation with someone on the timeline of my main account the other day. And again, if you're not into this, like you were saying, that's cool. It's just the way that I see it. If we're already doing something right now and we're not benefiting from it, why are you not going to benefit from it when it's going to be normal to benefit from it? You know what I'm saying? So when I'm thinking of, if you know what Apex, fuck that. If you know what Fortnite is, everyone knows what fucking Fortnite is. Right?
I'm a gamer, so I know what it is. But you might, our audience, they probably Fortnite. Go back. But yeah, Fortnite. It's a great example.
If you know Fortnite, right now you don't own those skins. You can buy as many of them as you want. You don't own that shit. If Fortnite were to close up shop today, your shit's gone. You may be able to say, oh, well, I'm selling my skins or I'm selling my account. Why are you selling your whole account for one skin that you had from season 1? Your whole account now is gone. And granted, you probably got paid and compensated for the whole account.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly. But you hear what I'm saying. You could have just offloaded that one, and you know what I mean. And now you got the whole rest of your shit. But the whole gist of it is, I'm gonna tackle a lot. So if I need to slow down, if I sound like I'm on crack, slow me down.
Let me slow you down real quick because gaming, that is my area.
Yeah.
MMORPGs, that's where it is. Skins.
Taking over the world.
Big thing. I used to buy gold in video games.
Can you give me some tea for real?
Real money to buy gold or items in video games. It's going on forever. It's gone on forever. It's going to keep going on. It still happens. Blizzard, who made World of Warcraft, if you try to sell real world stuff or for gold on World of Warcraft, they get mad. They'll ban your account, and it's like, you're risking that. But then,
price.
Diablo 3 came out, and when that game first came out, they had a live money auction house in the game. You throw up an item for you got Pants of Owning, you throw it up there, $100. Someone goes, they could buy it for $100 money. Blizzard takes like 15%. You get real money. And I paid for my game doing that. But then people were mad, like, oh, this is bad. And it's like, no, man, this is great. This is adaptation. The future.
Yeah, it's adaptation. That's all it is.
And so it's like, why? I sold accounts. I sold my Star Wars Galaxies account to a friend because I quit playing. And it was like, $250. I'm going to buy an Xbox and Halo, So these things need to happen in games. Yeah. You need to get rewarded. And those companies need to get in on it so they can rake, You're missing 100%. Out on your rake.
Yep.
If you just ban it, you're missing out on profit, And I get that's a slippery slope with some laws in some countries about loot boxes or maybe online gambling and stuff, but it's because, drops are random. So it is kind of a gamble to sell, 100%. But figure out a way to make it work and get with it because other games are going to do it. And do you want to grind for 20,000 hours in a game and just be like, oh, I'm the mightiest warrior? Or do you want to grind 20,000 hours in a game and say, I'm the mightiest warrior and I made $10 million, exactly. So it's just innovation. Think about this. If you're not at least having these conversations or like thinking, it's bad. You don't have to do it, but just have
at least
a plan.
Talk about it. At least talk about it
because you're going to come into someone who's going to fix that for you.
100%.
Because they're going to be like, oh, we can do it this way, and then you'll be like, I'm going to get a raise.
100%. And that's why I love just talking to random people that you know what I mean. Just about the shit. Just out of places, out to eat. They hear you do the shit. They're just like, oh yeah, I don't know if I can talk to you. But then you get to those people that really do. They don't really understand, but they're interested in the shit. And then those are the people that it takes off. But to tackle the game and shit, you just said it all with Fortnite, like that. But when it comes to shit like Minecraft and Roblox, that's coming. Facebook changing to Meta and the shit that they had just, or not they, but Zuck, the shit that he had just teased or did a trailer for, the Meta actually. It's like all signs are leading to one place. You know what I'm saying? And that leads to virtual real estate, digital ownership, and that's why, again, knock on wood, if everything goes right tomorrow and then with this project and just, we do the best that we fucking can, my kids will own virtual land probably before that they own real land. Mm-hmm. But I think that the ROI from that virtual land will be way more significant than at least in these next 2 years, I should say, 2 to 5. It will be way more substantial than, and someone will slap the shit out of me for saying this. I'm sure I'm going to get hate for this, but I'll just take you back to February. My man Leo DiCatrio, shout out to him. He's also a fellow hobby member. Gone NFT. Y'all may know him as Dr. Tabernacle in the quarry. I mean, in the quarry, in the hobby, he's shifted into NFTs as well.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy.
He's killing shit.
Yeah.
I told him he had to get in, and he fucking got in, and he's killing shit. He ran 86 miles, a fucking mile, a mile per hour, mile. You know, but
I'm gonna take my Snoopy hat off. I'm dying. It's a ring light right in front of me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I hear it.
Yeah.
But we had said, you know, back then that we were going to buy some land, and back then it was 0.2. To us, that was a lot, you know. So 0.2 ETH, right? We checked today, and basically shit's getting sold at like 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. So you're talking from February till now, which is what, 9 months total?
Mm-hmm.
That is a total of a what, 2.2, let's just say 2 ETH gain. That is a total of a 2 ETH gain in that long a time. So say you really did
12
stock
times
up
over what you would have invested.
Exactly. Say you did stock up at that time and you were convicted on, yeah, they're gonna come here. Or you were convicted of just the proof in the pudding. This shit is the future. You know what I'm saying? So you take these chances, and it's not really chances at this point because you understand the tech, you understand what's headed here, you understand that again, Facebook changed their name to Meta. You understand that fucking VR goggles are coming out in ways that now I don't know if you had saw this, but that Project Cambria shit that's going to be for Meta, which is Facebook shit, it's going to be like a top tier VR headset, and supposedly rumored shit. Maybe I'm even making it up, but they're going to be like beta testing. So you get those goggles, it's going to be higher end. It's going to be, you know, whatever the fuck enhanced. Plus, you get the beta testing. You know, someone like me, I would love that. So if you're going to tell me that there's a new world that I get to see before other people, that I can potentially invest in before other people, it's no longer a game. You know, it's no longer a game of, you know, I'm sure, you know, I mean, I'm 25 and growing up, it was, yo, go the fuck outside. Why are you playing this game so much? Like, but now it's like, I have 2 kids. So my 5-year-old actually plays the shit out of Roblox.
Yeah.
So now it's like,
kids love that Roblox, man.
Exactly. And it's like, I'm a dumbass if I don't show this kid how to, okay, son, this is your land. Because again, this NFT shit is shit that I tied into card shit, which is the same shit that I said, if I had this knowledge when I was 12, 13, 14, game over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Game over. I would already be secure. Y'all probably wouldn't even know who I was because I would just be so secure. I wouldn't come out of my little hut. But that's what type time I'm trying to set up for my future. You know what I'm saying? Those are my kids. That's what he does as his leisure activity. But why can't he at the age of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 go get it? Because he understands everything already. Why can't he be selling shit on his land that he owns? You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that we gotta digest, you know, and take one step at a time, because we sound wild and we sound like we are on crack. But the people who are listening and the people that do follow and the people that, you know, that are here on a day-to-day, they understand this shit, and it hits home because it's like, yo, again, I'm 25 and I'm talking about my 5-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? He's not really necessary. I know people that are my age that don't have kids yet. So when their kids are,
I'm 43.
So when they have kids and they're on the scene, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're already that, to me. I'm not saying that they're late type shit, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to have their foot in the game. And take that for as you will, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's more experience the better, I feel like. You know, more shit that I get to pass down.
So this has already happened in so many books and movies. Ready Player One. If you've read the book, I hear it's amazing. I haven't read the book. It's on my list. Saw the movie, and, you know, I like the movie. It's got intriguing ideas, but you think about it this way, you know, ETH, you know, why is gas so high? Because that blockchain can only process so many transactions at once. So you can only do 1,000 transactions at a time, but 10,000 people want to buy. Well, you're going to have to pay to get through. You have to grease the wheel. Well, what happens when whatever meta universe gets picked as the one? So they pick whatever, we'll call it Lance World. They pick Lance World. That's where all the cool stuff is happening. Your kids own land on Lance World. Well, you know what? Now the NFL wants to get into Lance World, but there's only so much land in Lance World. You know what? You're going to have to pay a lot of money, NFL, or you're going to have to go to Tom World, where it's like Tuesday at the strip club, man. Ain't nobody want to be there. But it's also like, how a lot of people got rich and are rich now is because they came to Colorado and California before anyone else, and they own land. So, if you're not out there in California claiming land, you're going to be stuck in New Mexico. And New Mexico is pretty, but nobody wants to live there. No one wants to be in the, crazy bad areas of Nevada. Unless you do something like casinos, like, hey, this meta world, anything goes. Then you got porn world. Yeah, hell. But that's what you got to think about. We are 100%. Limited by technology right now.
And kind of not to cut you off, Tom, but like think of the inverse of that, or the opposite of that, where we think of, this earth is already we already know what's on this earth.
Yeah.
We've already basically landed in the places that we can land, or settled in the places that we can settle. Think of a place that we fucking love and we all join already. If it gets too crowded, guess what? We just make more. And again, that's kind of just, obviously you need real humans to be on that.
Yeah.
You need real overpopulation of humans to get to that point. But I'm just saying, let's say a map was too small. I can't own land because my land's too small and I can't really profit. If that place was, willing to do it, now you have a place that has endless frontiers. You know what I'm saying? For different shit. And I won't even go into that type of thing because, to be honest, I haven't even thought of the different frontiers yet. So if that would be just straight freestyling.
It's just out there, but you gotta think about it, man.
Exactly.
Oh man, and we had this little talk yesterday. I think we brought up porn stars and NFTs, and
this is their world.
You have an OnlyFans. And the OnlyFans is taking your money, and they capped you at what you can charge people for whatever. If you had your own NFTs and your own NFT program, you could be making so much more. And I'm going to introduce people to my project, which I've called Tom Coin for a while.
Let's go.
This is perfect. If you are a porn star, OnlyFans, adult industry person who doesn't mind doing some shady stuff. If you just want to make money with NFTs, Tom P. Willis, that's my Twitter handle. You can DM me. I am married happily. I'm not in it for any relationships. I'm not in it for any, quid pro quo. If you could kick back a little bit for the idea, hey, that's great. I love the Denver Broncos. Buy me some Broncos stuff. But my token, I thought about this. We joke, you are an influencer, and I've joked that I'm an influencer. And sometimes I feel like I'm an influencer for influencers because a lot of the hobby and NFT people, they just like me for some reason. And
love you.
And I appreciate that. I love you too, man. And it's just like, how, if I was a real influencer, if I was one of them Jenner girls, what would I do? Well, you know what? I would sell a token that I will follow you on Twitter. You know what? And that's huge for people. People get a follow back from a blue check, they freak out. So I'm going to follow you with both because I have two. I have my Tom Coin account. The rest of my burner accounts are gone. I got a new phone. I was like, I'm going to live a new life. All my meme pictures, my card pictures, my burner accounts on Twitter are gone. Keeping my NFT account and my account. And my NFT account's nothing. Not yet. But I'm going to follow you with both of my accounts. I'm going to boost you. You pay, and that token, it's going to be cheap. And I'm not going to do it on ETH because, the gas fees, but, I'm going to figure it out. But, like $30 and I'm going to follow you, hey, whatever. And then to go up a tier, you're going to get access to my Discord. And I'm going to be in my Discord and I'm going to post stuff. There's going to be different layers of my Discord. And then we'll go up another layer with another token that says, hey, you get access to my premium content, whether that's on OnlyFans, YouTube. If I do the Twitter thing where you have to pay $5 to get my special tweets, you get that shit for free because you paid a lot of money, because it's, it's going to go up a lot eventually. And then it's going to be like, hey, you know what? You're the next, and I'm skipping tiers, but just kind of generalizing. Next tier up, you get my personal phone number. You're having a bad day, you call, maybe I can't take your call right away, but you can text me, but I'll call you back. Be like, hey man, what's up? That's kind of access, I'm selling my friendship. And then after that, you know what? Hey, I will give you a ride from DIA. I do that for people once in their life. If you come to DIA, you need a ride, I'll give you a ride. Next up after that, you can buy me lunch. We'll go on a lunch date. Hey, we'll hang out. We'll go to a movie.
Let's go.
We're nothing sexual, nothing, relations, just platonic. Like, hey, we'll hang out. You get to hang out with an influencer, celebrity. You get to hang out with Tom. Up another tier after that, you get to stay in my guest room once a year. No questions, barring holidays or blackouts when I might be visiting family or something. But like, hey, Tom, I want to stay at your place. All right, you bought the gold token, right? Hell yeah, you can come sleep on my couch. I'll pick you up from the airport because I'm going to include that because I'm a gentleman. And then it's going to go up from there. And then I was joking with my wife, because this really seals the deal for me, is that if you buy my $1 million token, you can have sex with me. My wife was like, if you can find some poor son of a bitch that would spend $1 million for your ass, they can have it. Because my wife wants a house, and if I give her a house where she can have a couple more dogs, she's gonna be happy. She don't care what happens to me, I mean, she don't want me to get like, STDs or anything. So the testing will be involved, clean, consensual, agreed upon both parties. But you know what? If I have to take a shot to the face, $1 million is $1 million. You buy my token. Hey man, you get that. And we'll record it, just for security's sake. We each get a copy, so that way if someone comes up and says something, we both have the evidence right there. It was consensual. We both took turns on being on top, or if it's a woman, whatever. Like, yeah, she pegged me. I don't care. Like, she paid me $1 million. That's the access you buy with my gosh. And if you think about this from like a porn star, OnlyFans, they actually have a shot of that happening. There are people that would be like, oh, Bunny Girl 27, your cosplay is amazing. And if I buy your $1 million token, I can have sex with you once. I'm going to buy your $1 million token. There's those people, and if you're okay with that and you're comfortable and it's a safe setting, consenting adults,
it'll sell.
Why wouldn't you do that? Sell. I mean, I'm pretty open and liberal with that. If two adults want to do whatever they want, I don't care. If it's not hurting anybody, I don't care. You want to pay for sex, then do it. I don't care. As long as you're not abusing or hurting or anything like that. So those women, strippers, the OnlyFans, good for you. Yeah. Like if you make your money, you earned it. You deserve it. You worked for it. And don't let people tell you that you're not doing anything by staying home showing your titties, man. Like,
this is crazy.
Just do it. Just do it, man. And be proud that you're making money. And because people need to eat. People need housing. And if I could do it, I would do it. Like, I have no qualms about it. And maybe because I'm a pig. I don't know. But I don't lose respect for people that do that. I respect them. Like, you're hustling. You're doing what you're doing. And a lot of people, those are disabled people or people that can't hold normal jobs for anxiety or what other mental or physical restrictions, So people are shitting on those people like, oh, they're scum or, oh, they have no talent. And it's like, no, they have talent and they have a drive and they have a desire. And as NFT people, we should be welcoming them. Because
that's my biggest thing. It's like, bro, the thing is, it's gonna be mass adopted regardless. It's just the same, and it's kind of fucking stupid if you think about it again, because we've had this conversation when it came to just onboarding people in NFTs in general. We don't act like that when people come in here just to learn about NFTs. So why the fuck are y'all being weird whenever it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Because if it comes down to it, it makes the most sense. Like, it literally, when we think about it, and I remember, I'm sure plenty of people say this shit, but it's like we wouldn't even have the internet if it wasn't for porn.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, so when it comes down to it, how the fuck are we going into Web 3.0 and y'all just gonna act like porn don't exist? Y'all just gonna act like that's not another industry that basically is still pimpish? You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to it,
pimpish.
Like, you feel me? So it's like you mean to tell me that your favorite model is independent? Your favorite porn star is independent? I highly doubt it. Guarantee she signed with Brazzers. Guarantee she signed with them. You feel me? And if not, she's not making bread.
Oh yeah, she ain't making nothing. She's
that's
doing
what I'm saying.
10 movies a day and made $1,000
exactly.
bucks. You know, like
exactly.
Man.
So now it's like now your favorites they can drop shit like a one of one that's not viewable anywhere on any site. It's not viewable anywhere because it don't exist anywhere but that file. Yeah. So if you make it a one of one in that sense, insert porn star drops one of one that you own. It's going global. It's going global, and the more that get on there, it'll be a thing, and it'll be a thing that it'll be such a thing that they start coming up with websites for that. Just as there's an open sea, there's going to be a naughty sea.
Yeah,
there's going to be a horny sea. There's going to be something. It's going to be something. But you know what I mean?
There's someone tried that
100%.
Pink Star. That's what. That's Pink Star on Twitter. They're trying to build a platform. They started off. And then they had some sort of family issue and they kind of put it on the back burner. But they were trying like, hey, you basically, create your own because I got in on the program and I'm actually one of their creators. So I'm a porn star on Pink Star because they welcome feet fetish. And I was like, hell yeah. If I can sell feet pictures, NFTs, why the hell not? But also just to learn, like get in and, if people see the memes, and I'm going to name drop and I'm going to out myself. But if Riley Reid drops her NFT, the whole world is going to lose their mind. And you've seen her memes on Twitter and Discord. And
I use them.
You know that face of the, I'm about to whatever they change it to. Yeah, that's going to go nuts. And you know what? People buy her NFTs. Maybe she likes Uwu girls or whatever it is, or maybe she likes Femme Fatales or Alpha Girl Club or Women with Weapons. Crazy. And she wants to buy that for a profile picture because, hey, those chicks are badass. I want to buy that. Or I want a Lacey Lyons or a Yeti or whatever the hell.
Now it's all
bring
full
them
circle.
In. Yes. They're going to
buy all money in the environment.
Yeah, someone is going to buy their stuff. It might not be you, but they might buy your stuff back, So don't shame. Don't welcome them and educate them and just be like, hey, this is what you need to know. Start your own company.
As men do what we do on the internet and then be mad when they want to make money. You feel me?
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. Like,
come on, man.
The music industry is pimpish. The adult industry is pimpish, and we want the freedom. We've talked about this a lot. To be free, that's what NFTs are. The vibe, smoking weed, buying NFTs. A lot of people say that every night, every day, and you know what? That's freedom, and we want that for people. I don't want some CEO of whatever company making $78 million a year for just being a CEO. I want the artist to make whatever, millions, if it's 5 million, whatever, but you own it and you're proud of it and you get to share it. And you know what? I own a piece of it. So your favorite artist drops 10,000 pieces, only 10,000 versions of this song exists in NFT form, or 1,000. Yeah. Only 1,000. Yep. You buy it. He becomes the next, Kanye or whatever. That's going to be worth a lot of money. And you know what?
Hipster tokens.
Let's go back to my OpenSea. Oh, yeah, here's where I bought this token, and I've held it this whole time.
I've been fucking with him since 2013. I've been fucking with him since 2010.
And you like it for the hipster, and the hipster thing's kind of got a bad connotation.
It does, but I love it. Like, the way that I love it is I just like to show support.
We love to express our fandom, that's what it is. It's fandom, it's hipsterish, but it's like, oh yeah, well, I like the Broncos before Elway, or oh yeah, I like the Lakers when it was Johnson, not Kobe. We like to show that we're older than the other people. Like I was here first before you. Like that means something more.
It doesn't,
it
but that's
doesn't.
what it is.
But
That's what it
that's
is.
the
Yep.
feeling. But when you could say like, I was here before you with this artist, but then you could say, but by me buying this token, I did support them. They made their money from me. I helped them
Exactly.
grow.
Yep.
So
Yep.
then you can ownership of your fandom better. And it's
Exactly.
not just you being a dick.
It's
It's just
beautiful.
like, I was in, man. And
It's
I'm
beautiful.
glad you're here with me too, because hopefully that's going to be the NFT vibe. Like, yeah, you came later,
That's
but
the
you
best.
also helped my guy out. You know, you
And that's
helped
the
watch
best
him
part
too.
about it. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it's and I just hope that we keep on this shit because, you know, at first when I had my 8, it was nothing but that mentality. I thought we were on to change the world. You know what I mean? I thought we were that tight knit. I thought we were that and I'm just here to speak on me.
Yeah.
I thought we were about to do crazy shit. And you know, obviously I fucked that up, but it's the part of that mentality was there. That mentality of, bro, we're all on one wavelength. It should not have disappeared when I sold my 8. But it's the fact that that mentality was there to, bro, yeah, we should help this person. Oh, you can't afford an 8? We should make derivatives that you can afford so you can feel like you're a fan or you feel like you own a part of your favorite ape owner.
Yeah.
You know, your favorite ape superstar, whatever celebrity, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But not just narrowed down to 8. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a million NFTs. So why don't we do the same for Gutter Cat? Why don't we do the same for Tie-Dye Ninjas? Why don't we do the same for Crypto Cannabis Club? Why don't we do the same for insert NFT? Why don't we do that? Alien Boy. You know what I'm saying? Why don't we do that for all of them? That's the shit that we need because that's we don't get nowhere. I've been saying this since, you know what I mean, and that's what's crazy is I've been saying this since I had an 8. We're selling to ourselves. That's it. We're not. Y'all ain't trying to teach new people shit. So why are y'all surprised that y'all are selling to the same people every time that a drop happens?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I take very great pride in the fact that I put the 717 on to at least Tie-Dye Ninjas, at least Crypto Cannabis Club. Obviously, I put the word out for Ape and Gutter Cat since when I had one, but obviously now that's out of range. You know what I'm saying? But those people listen to me. They're starting to listen to me. They're starting to, they got NFTs for themselves. They're choosing their NFTs that they want to represent them.
Yeah.
But that's what I take pride in is the fact that, motherfucker, if they do the shit right, if they do everything that they want to do right, there's enough people. There's enough people. There's enough money. There's enough everything. Y'all can do your own shit. Y'all don't gotta, you know what I mean? Y'all can if y'all want to do the buying and flipping, if y'all want to do the buying and holding, if you want to do the creating your own project, if you're an artist, you just want to do one-of-ones, regardless of what it is, the fact that you have gotten into this shit, that's all. Motherfuckers try to, yo, I feel like I gotta give you this. No, you don't, bitch. You got in. That's all I need. And I'm not on no corny shit. That's not. I'm understanding right now that this is some shit that is it's able to change generational wealth. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's able to change the narrative of, again, like I got people that just they don't even know that they're investing, but they sell weed. But they sell weed. You know what I mean? They sell drugs. So it's like, bro, I'm trying to change that narrative. And if I got to start by just this little clique of 3-5 people that I started with, and it branches out the way that it's branching out right now, then that's what I was here to do. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it is that freedom. It's the, you know, I heard something the other day where it was like, you know, because I feel bad about the situation that I'm in, and it's a great position to be in. You know what I mean? It's just coming from nothing and shit like that. It's just, you feel weird. You feel, you know what I mean? Like you don't deserve it. You don't, you know what I mean? So, but it was like, there's gonna have to be people in this world that work. They don't want to. They can't be. If everyone's a captain, who the fuck's steering the shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna need people to work. You know what I mean? And a part of my shit is like, I can't accept that. I can't accept that I grew up with you since the time I was 10. I can't accept that we have been on the same wavelength, and I can't accept the fact that we have grown up and had conversations and shit. And you're not in this, and you're not profiting. You're not at least being free. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not able to take these trips with me. That's what fucks me up, because it's like, bro, that's all I'm here to do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm here to, hit me and I'll give you all the game. I'll tell you what to buy, because I don't fucking know. But what I'm telling you is, I'll tell you the principles of what you should be looking for. I'll tell you. And it's up to you to believe me at the end of the day, but I'm at least gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it is, bro. And if more people just took, gratification in that, just being able to, like I said, I gave away a gutter cat, I gave away I'm a D-Gens, I gave away Alien Boys, I probably gave away Zed horses. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that you have to give away, and it's not even about the bragging. This isn't I went and donated to the Salvation Army. This is like, nah, I'm here to help you. But the return that I get from helping you is like, you don't have to hit me up no more.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. It's like, I don't feel bad for living the way that I'm living right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, it's just coming from that, bro. I know too many people that ain't workers. They're not workers, bro. They're not workers, and they're not meant to be workers. And it's not to say that I know people that should be workers, but it's just saying, you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing this shit at as a motherfucker that never went to college, never graduated high school, if I'm doing this shit, I don't got no shit and nothing. Like if I went to go to apply to a job, I can't get shit above a damn like gas station. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm here, if I'm doing this, if you're interviewing me, ain't no way in hell that I know 5 people that shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So let me see, what time is it? I'm sorry to wrap this up. I have a dev meeting with my devs at like 10:30, but I'll go on if you want me to just summarize my shit real quick, and then we just do a little.
Let's talk about tomorrow. Okay, you tell me how tomorrow's going to go, where they need to go, what they need to have, how much this stuff's going to buy, the green list, and then all that stuff. Hit them tomorrow, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right. So tomorrow, around noonish, not until noon. Do not go there until noon. They will go to the website. So I'm not even going to name the website, because I know as soon as I say don't, motherfuckers are going to go. So
it's going to be
exactly. So as soon as I say the website, look at my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at either Y'all Street Wolf or the LOL NFT, the LOL _ NFT.
Yeah, that's the one you should really be following if you're into this project.
Exactly.
Because that's the project. So Twitter.
Exactly. So follow that. I'll announce the website. You'll go to the website. You'll connect your wallet. From there, the mint. This is green listing. So green listing will start at noon.
And for those that aren't familiar with this project, green listing is just their way of saying whitelist, because of the weed. So
exactly.
It's a whitelist, green list.
Yeah, all the same thing. Yes. Yeah. So you get to mint at noon. You go in at noon. You get your mints off. I believe it's around 6 that the public will then be able to mint. So anyone who is not green listed, you will go to the same website that they went on. You will then press connect your wallet, and you will then mint as well. The price is 0.069 Ethereum. Nice. Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say, yeah. So 0.69 Ethereum. I know.
Could have been 0.69420, but hey, 0.69.
I know. Yeah. So we did the 0.69. Like I said, we're doing 7,200 total NFTs. We're breaking it down by y'all will have, feel free to do whatever you guys want. But like I said, we're having 7,200 total NFTs, 2,400 NFTs per legion, 3 legions, 6 different characters. We got the wizards, the elves, the knights, the archers, witches and the
Orcs. Did we say
orcs, baby. There we go. Orcs,
Yeah.
orcs. We got the 6 different characters. So those all combined, all of that shit makes up those 7,200. And again, we're trying to be a weed brand. We're not trying. We're going to be a weed brand. And again, it starts with this day. We're going to give you, like I said, those strains. So each legion will have a strain. That is something that will happen. From there, we're trying to give you goods from every sector of the weed game. We're talking grinders, bongs, papers, blunts. We're trying to become a weed symbol in a sense. Integrating NFTs is a fucking great way to do it. When you think about the tech that goes behind it, we would be so ahead of the game. If we were to, I don't know. I don't know, maybe open a dispensary somewhere down the line, recreationally.
I know a guy in the Denver area. Not me, because I can't do weed, but I know people that would love to run that dispensary. If you happen to, if you want to open up one out here, we'll have all the banners, or you want to partner with some of them out here. If you need help reaching out to people, be like, hey, do you want to carry Jeep Nation? Whatever it's called, No,
that's a great help.
I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, that's a great help, because we're starting from the ground. This is a company that's starting from the ground. And like, this isn't a project.
I don't expect nothing from you. And I also need to ask you a question.
No. Yes, sir.
I'm poor. Like, I got a DoorDash after work to just try to pay bills. I can't afford to buy anything, and I'm sorry, I really want one. And I don't want you to send me nothing, because that ain't cool. Can I give my green list spot to a friend?
100%.
That upset you?
No, fuck no.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna ask around some of my buddies that can actually afford it, and see who's interested, and then I'll send you a DM. But I just want to make sure that doesn't go to waste. And me, I love to give NFTs.
100%.
So I'm devastated. Like I just can't.
I'm gonna find a way to give it to you the same way I got you that mouth.
It would mean a lot, but it also. You don't have to, because that's money out of your pocket.
But at the same time, man, again, this is what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build what I want to build. And that takes the camaraderie from the whole community. And it goes just beyond, just what the founders of the project do. It really is the computer as well.
And like I said, you've got a free influencer that's always going to hype you up no matter what. And
100%.
And I don't know how many other people have been retweeting you or shouting you out every day, but I feel like I've hit every day for the last couple of weeks.
No, you have been
trying to
making me happy.
I have 2 projects. I have my Duck Bug people, they're card people like us that are creating it. And just real quick, because we were talking about the derivatives, I know you got to go. Yeah. They have their main Genesis ducks on ETH, and their launch didn't go that well. It went okay. They've got a lot of great ideas, but they're like, you know what? If we do this again, we can't afford gas and people can't get into these NFTs. So we're going to go to Poly, we're going to do Matic, where it's cheap. There's no gas. They airdropped over 1,000 holiday ducks. Only like 1,100 were minted total, and 1,000 were given away. And this is like you were saying, this is their entryway. You don't own a main Genesis duck, but you own a holiday duck. You are a part of our family. 100%. You've got a free NFT. You're with us. We want you. And yeah, you know what? Some people bought a Genesis duck. Some people went and minted, and this is how simple they made it. Like we think this is dumb to do this for like an NFT, but they're like, we're going to fucking hit it with PayPal. And you hit us with PayPal, $25, we're going to airdrop you a duck. You know what it's like? Because we want to integrate.
It's integration, 100%.
Yeah, we kind of feel bad because we're not 100%, that decentralized. Let's go. We have to use the fiat currency. But the audience they were trying to reach understands that. They're like, oh, I just have to hit PayPal, $250. You're going to send me 10 ducks. And they're like, yeah. And people did it. And it was like, they made some money, when they might not have. And they're building their community. And, those guys are awesome. They might not be for everyone, but, check them out. Add DuckBuck NFT. They're my people. You're my people. The Legion Allowed, LOL_NFT. Back to you. Tomorrow, we're going to have the public minting. Going to have the green list.
And 10 p.m. So again, the public mints at 6 p.m. 10 p.m., regardless of sold out or not, we will reveal. So you will not see, when you mint, you will not see the character. It will be the same character for everyone at first. So the people
that
who
happens a lot,
this,
people.
exactly. So don't think that
I'm
I'm pulling anything over your fucking head.
No.
The people who mint at 12, they're going to see their same image until 10. The people who mint at 6 will see their same image till 10. So what's going to happen is at 10, they will reveal. Well, you will have to go into your OpenSea, go into your account and refresh the metadata. If anyone needs a tip on how to do that, please feel free. Yeah, feel free to hit me as well. Because you're gonna need to refresh, but that's at the strike of 10. So like at the strike of 10 p.m., you just go and boop, all you do, and then it refreshes.
Because they got to pull the data from their website to OpenSea, and it really bogs down at times, and you just got to hit that refresh data.
Yep.
Lance might be insanely busy. If you have simple NFT questions, please feel free to hit me up. I'm a simple man and I can handle simple stuff. If you need direct stuff, Lance is available. But anything else you want to say or talk about? Okay. We had fun. We talked. We got serious. We joked around. We're gonna make out someday. I'm gonna do one weed with you when we meet in public.
There we go.
But we got to do this little serious moment. Like, I for real love you, Lance, and I am so proud of you. And so you can see this.
Oh shit!
I am so proud of you, my man.
Shit.
Like, because we were just joking about cards. We were joking about Top Shot, and here you are. You're building this project, and you're bringing the people you care about with you. And if that is not something that people should look up to or admire, then I don't know. What kind of people are they? Because to me, right now, sir, you are the American dream. That, and some people might find that toxic or whatever, or old think, but you were, no high school education, and your parents shit on you, or get the fuck out, and you were like, well, what do I do? And you had a friend that was there for you. And then now you're building this. And regardless of what happens tomorrow, this is amazing. This is an amazing achievement for one person to put this together, because there are companies putting NFTs together that just suck ass. And there are friends that are, and right now it is a lot of friends. And right now it's a lot of scammers too that are just, rug pulling. And we're going to hype this coin and we're going to pay so-and-so and not tell them. But you're not doing that. You made a friend in me, and I've been hyping you up. You've made other friends, and with me, they've been hyping you up and talking about your project. This is organic. This is love between people that have a common goal and just want to see their friends succeed. I want to see you on a boat, on a yacht, doing whatever you need to with your blunts and your drugs and strippers. Maybe some porn stars will reach out to me and their tokens will actually sell and we can get them on your party boat. But I just want to see you rich, and I don't want you to bring me with you. We joked I would do your first interview, when you're rich, and I'm doing your first interview right now, kind of before you're rich. You might not even get rich. I mean, who knows tomorrow, but I feel like it's going to be a success. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people are excited for it. And no matter what happens this is not the end of anything, This is just a beginning. And if this project works out, there's going to be other projects. And if this project doesn't work out, there's going to be other projects. So
exactly.
You are so driven and you have that desire. I'm envious of you because I don't have that in me. I have that fear that holds me back and keeps me grounded. You're going to fail, Tom. And Lance, sir, you do not have that. And that is amazing.
Oh, I do.
You're pushing through it. So you are ahead. You're ahead of the game, and that's why I'm so proud of you. And I think I know that. I think we're a little bit more alike than we maybe acknowledge. But we know we are alike, but maybe we're more alike than. But I love you, man, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm gonna spend tonight and tomorrow hyping you up, hyping your project, reminding people. And I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm not gonna bug you at all tomorrow. I'm just going to sit back and let you do your thing.
Please feel free to bug me. It'll be a fun day tomorrow.
My DMs are open. If you need anything, we're
running a Twitter space. Just as a side note, we're basically going to be running the Twitter space the whole time. So
so pop in if you like that.
Yeah.
we joked about this. I'm going to say this real quick. Why the hell are y'all going backwards? We didn't work the last 20 years to do text messaging as the way to go for you assholes to go back to 1909 and want to talk to people. God, that's so annoying.
I'm sorry.
I had to
just
answer
so
the
easy.
phone my whole life to talk to people. Now you just text and it's great.
So listen,
now you're like, no, let's go talk to people again. And it's like, no.
Only do you have AirPods? Do you have AirPods?
No, my wife does. I got them for Christmas last year. They're amazing. I hate them.
I was going to say, oh, you hate them all.
I hate them because she's always laughing and talking to not me. She's like, I was like, oh, you laughed at my joke. And she's like, did you say something? And I'm like, oh, the AirPods.
Your podcast I see it. I see how that can be.
No, they're great. I have joined a couple Twitter spaces. Josh Hong, Beijing Dao. He's another super good friend of mine.
I want to personally shout him out right now because without him, I would not be here. He gave me the light when I was Clarence, and he gave me the keys
super
to
supportive
the
guy, hobby guy, NFT. Yeah. So Beijing, he's just a great guy. I've been in his spaces, so I see what it's about. I get it. I know people like that, but you've got to go. I've kept you too long.
I appreciate this. I really do.
This is so seriously. Much fun. We got to do it again sometime.
This is great. We got to keep it going. I don't really have a life, so we can do this whenever because literally I'm just on Twitter. And when I'm on Twitter, what am I doing? I'm smoking. So, so there's really nothing productive getting done. But, my mind's at work. We're all at work. I appreciate this, dude.
Personal question.
First
real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are you single?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So I can't be like, ladies, hit this man up. He's about to make you roll. He's gonna buy you diamonds and everything. You're tied down. You're happy. You got all that good stuff. Okay. Yeah. I'm bad about getting personal with people. I'm like a service to medium level, and then sometimes it's hard for me to be like, tell me about your soul. Tell me all about you. So, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between and out between. You can't. You missed your chance with Lance. He's gonna be making it rain.
Yeah, you can be friends.
And friends. That's something that I found out. Hey,
you can be friends.
Everyone is a wonderful friend on Twitter. Almost everyone. So, all right, Lance. I'll talk to you. Good luck tomorrow. I know you're not going to need it, but it's going to go amazing, and I'm so excited for you.
Appreciate you
good
again,
luck.
Tom.
Have fun.
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too. Take care. That was fun. And I mean it. Lance is an amazing person. Go check him out. Just like down to earth, humble, knows what he wants to do. And man, that's just knowing what you want to do in life is huge. I'm 43. I don't know what I want to do. Except I know I want to root people like Lance on. Because they mean the world to me. There's those times, and this is what's great about Twitter. A lot of us are depressed, suffer from anxieties, bipolar, whatever it is, but you've got friends who understand you on Twitter, and they'll reach out to you, and they'll care about you, and they'll love you just for who you are. And Lance is one of those people, and we just talked for almost 2 hours. If he didn't have his meeting, we probably would have gone all night. I could talk to him forever. And I'm just so happy that he's launching his project because he's talked about it. And I was there when he had Clarence, and he was like, I'm going to sell my ape, and I want to, turn this into other projects. I want to buy stuff for my friends to bring them in. And he did that. And he got a hard time for it, but screw that, man. He did what he wanted to do. And, if you sell a project early, people think it's bad, but it's not because he sold his ape, when he did, he brought other people in, and by bringing those other people in, he's now has this project, and we don't know where this project's going to go. I have great feelings about it. People say, do your research. If you just watch this video, you've done your research on his project and Lance. So what you're going to get with him. What they're trying to do. I retweet a lot of people, and I want to help a lot of people out. I hope the best out of projects, and I like projects, and I never want them to be rug pulls. I don't feel like anything bad's going to happen with Lance. There's not going to be a rug pull. They're not going to do they're not going to screw you over. It's going to be fun. And if you are, you know, the Weeb Vibe, NFTs and all that, look what they got planned for you, man. Meetups, toke ups, you know, hell, maybe they'll have a maybe one of the Triwizard Cups will be Boulder on 420. I mean, that place gets crazy. They burn shit down and Snoop Dogg has concerts. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, check them out. It's going to be a good time, and support Lance, support people. You have a Lance in your life. It might not be Lance, but you have someone like that who's trying to better themselves. So just help them. It's real easy. Just retweet them. Retweet their art. Retweet their project. NFT, just art, cards. Maybe they want to be a writer or a filmmaker. You just support them. It's easy to be like, hey, man, this is cool. You could do something I can't, and I like it. And retweet and share. And then, you know, that's how things grow, and grow organically versus the shield grow. And I know a lot of people like that shield grow because that's where they make their money. But then it's just not real. And you're in and you're out. And it's not a community that they're building. And they want to build a community. So check it out tomorrow. I'm going to be on Twitter a whole bunch at Tom P. Willis. Tom P. Willis, right? It's always backwards. Just put an @ sign on there, hit Twitter. That's me. I'm on a lot. Able to answer any newbie stuff. Friend me up. I love everybody. Don't really have any enemies. I have a couple enemies. I made a very poor joke at one time about someone's mother, and I regret it. It was hilarious, but it was also very shitty. So I do have some enemies. But yeah, we can be friends. We can ask questions. We can help each other out. Like I said, my project, the Tom Token, that's real. I have been working on that for a while. That's been an idea of mine for about 6-7 months. And I am going to do it. And it's kind of a joke, but kind of not. It's kind of like a blueprint, you know, and I would like to give that blueprint to people who could put better use to it or develop it for that, or develop NFTs for companies like, you know, like McDonald's or restaurants. You know, I have ideas, and I just want to help, you know, and I want to grow, and I want to see the fun things that we can make. All right. Haven't done a show in a while. First one back. I had to have my biggest guest ever, the huge, influential Lance the Don, Clarence Spicoli, Wolf of Y'all Street, man of a dozen Twitter handles. So much fun. We even talked 20-30 minutes before the show went live because he wasn't ready. He was joking that he was waiting on me. I thought he was waiting on me. But check him out. Support his project. Support other projects. If you need projects, if you want to know good people, I got good people to help. So be good, everybody. I love you. I will be around more. Probably do my card show again with Shay once we get back into collecting cards again. It's been kind of dry for some of us. So, but I love you. I'm here for you. And just, you know, let's just be kind. Love you guys.